Have you ever experienced black or gray spots or strings in your vision that dart away when you move your eyes, and you can never seem to be able to look at them directly? Well, you're not seeing things or going crazy because those are called eye floaters or mild dysopsia. Eye floaters are visual phenomena caused by vitreous opacities that cast shadows on your retina. Floaters can either be caused by structures endogenous to or from the vitreous body or those originating from substances exogenous to or outside the vitreous body. Let's talk about the first case, the primary eye floaters originating from inside the vitreous body. In the posterior cavity of your eyeball, the vitreous body, which is a transparent jelly-like substance, maintains the shape of the eyeball and keeps the retina in place. The vitreous body is 98% water and contains macromolecules such as collagen and hyaluronan that form a very clear gel. However, due to molecular changes most commonly caused by aging, the vitreous body liquefies and shrinks. By their 60s, a quarter of the population develop floaters, and this rises to around 2/3 by their 80s. This liquefaction forms pockets called lacunae or cisterns. It also leads to the aggregation of collagen fibrils into fibers, which will scatter incident light and cast small shadows. Although liquefaction progresses with aging, it is also common in young individuals with axial myopia, the medical term for nearsightedness. Next, secondary floaters are caused by structures exogenous to the vitreous, such as proteins, amyloid, or cells. Pre-retinal or vitreous hemorrhage are the most common causes that accompany the sudden onset of secondary floaters. If you suspect the presence of eye floaters, optometrists and ophthalmologists will perform a dilated eye exam. This method allows the doctor to better see the back of your eyes as well as the vitreous body to figure out the cause of the floaters. The impact of floaters on vision can vary from person to person. For some people, floaters may be annoying, but important visual functions usually remain unaffected. These types of mild floaters happen with posterior vitreous detachment and tend to fade away over time. However, others may have floaters with flashes, which are strands of light that flicker across the visual field. This may indicate retinal detachment, a serious eye condition that may lead to permanent vision loss. In a 2017 study, researchers found that eye floaters may present psychological burdens onto individuals. Specifically, the study results demonstrated that the severity of floater symptoms was significantly associated with psychological distress. A 2011 study also outlined that floaters may decrease quality of life through the impediment of clear vision. If the floaters don't bother you, it's not necessary to get treatment. But if it interferes with your daily life, several treatment options exist. First is vitrectomy, which involves removing the vitreous body through a small incision and replacing it with a solution. The body then produces its own vitreous to replace the solution. This method increases visual acuity and reportedly has high success rates and patient satisfaction. However, there is a risk of new floaters forming afterwards, especially if the surgery produced bleeding or trauma. Vitrectomy can also induce posterior vitreous detachment, which could potentially generate retinal tear 3 times more often than normal. Due to its invasive nature, vitrectomy could also cause intraocular pressure problems or infection. Another possible treatment option is ND-YAG laser. This treatment uses lasers to break up the floaters, make them less noticeable, or displace them out of the visual axis. A benefit of this treatment is that it is a less invasive and closed-eye procedure. However, it may still damage the retina if the laser is aimed incorrectly. Despite how bothersome yet common floaters are, there does not seem to be a simple and definitive solution as of now. Eye floaters are rarely a cause for concern, and most people can learn to adapt and live with them. But If there is a sudden increase in floaters accompanied by repeated light flashings or peripheral vision loss, it is important to seek immediate treatment as it may be indicative of more serious eye disorders.